Hands in the air now. Hands in the air now. Hands in the air now.
What is up, my friends? My name is Echo Thrumi, and today Lady B and I are back with another episode of the Spring Trap. We're talking episode 28, and we're here with members of the WCL. We're talking about Havok, and we're talking about Addict. You can see them to my left, and we're going to just be talking about some Clash of Clans today. We're going to talk about their league and why it's special, and whatever other random things you guys can come up with in the chat, we'll definitely tackle in our discussions here today. Lady B, what's happening? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
I never know how to answer that question.
Well,
it's like the easiest question ever, but
just honest.
Yeah.
Be honest. How are you doing? I know that you streamed basically all day, multiple wars. You must be tired.
yeah, I had about 15 minutes to actually grab something to eat, so I'm good. Doing well.
That's plenty of
I'm
time.
pumped.
Plenty of time to eat. All right, so why don't we move on over? Who wants to take it first, Havok or Addict? Havok just
first.
jump forward with. Okay, go for it. What's up?
I'm Addict, founder of WCL, or co-founder of WCL, and I'm doing amazing.
I'm glad to hear it, man. Thank you. And Havok, who are you, man? Why are you here today?
Hey, how's it going? No, I'm here, senior admin for media for WCL.
Nice. And you got your son there in the background?
Yeah,
No worries
Yeah.
about that at all, man. No worries. That's life. I get it. But yeah, guys, so we're going to be talking about Clash. We're going to probably start out asking a little bit about the WCL, having these guys fill us in on what it's all about, and then we're going to get into some random Clash questions. So remember, if you have any questions that you want answered throughout this show, whether it relates to Clash of Clans, WCL, or just life in general, leave them in the chat starting right now, and we'll definitely get to those. Cleric Dragoon couldn't be here with us tonight. He had to work the late night shift again, unfortunately, so we went with second best and took Lady B on the show as the co-host. Joking. Just different.
It's
different.
fine. No, I cannot hold a candle to Goon. I get it.
Goon. Everyone
Goon
loves
is
Goon.
awesome. I miss him.
I miss him
actually
too.
a lot. I heard that dirty YouTuber went over to the dark side of full-time PUBG.
Wow.
He is playing a lot of PUBG right now.
He'll come back. Don't
We'll
worry.
see. I hope so. I miss him.
He'll come back.
I miss him. But at least we still have him here in the trap, right? When he's
Absolutely.
actually back on the trap.
Yes.
Yes, we'll have him back. We'll have him back. So what I'm going to do, I don't really know I'm going to actually probably hand the mic over now to Addict. And I want you, Addict. I mean, a lot of people know, everyone knows CWL. It's probably the original league of competitive Clash of Clans. And a lot of people know NDL. Why don't you tell us some of the inside information about the WCL? What makes it different from other leagues out there? Why are you guys special? Why are you guys great? This is basically your moment right now to promote what you guys are doing over there. So why don't you fill everybody in now?
Sure, bro.
Thanks.
WCL is an international clan war league, as you may have known, of Clash of Clans, for skilled warriors interested in competing at a higher level at Clash of Clans. We arrange wars, and our main priority is fair play. We got 4 divisions right now, and we got the heavyweight with 3 Town Hall 11, 9 Town Hall 2, 9 Town Hall 10, and 18 Town Hall 9. Then we got lightweight. That just we are now in the knockouts phase, with 1 Town Hall 11, 5 Town Hall 10, and 14 Town Hall 9. And then we have one new division that's registrations are ending soon. It's the Horizon division. It's a no dip with 2 Town Hall 12, 3 Town Hall 11, and 5 Town Hall 10. And then we got the Blockage division. And that's a 15 versus 15 Town Hall 9 only, with no Lava Hound allowed and no Witch allowed.
That's cool. Lady B, are there other leagues that do that where there's like banned troops? I don't know that I've heard of that anywhere.
I think that's not really that started yet, but I think because of the update, that's something we might start seeing. So it's really cool to actually hear clans saying that they're going to start banning certain things.
Yeah,
I kind of
that is
like,
cool.
I know that it might become very popular because you do have players who are not interested in seeing certain troops anymore, or even siege machines within the game.
Ooh, I love the siege machine.
I love the siege.
machine.
To be fair, I love the siege machine because it helps me triple.
Yeah, it lets me triple. That's I
Yeah.
have a much better
But-
chance if I have that machine.
Yeah, I definitely like it as well.
But you do have players within the leagues that are massively talented that don't need them.
True.
And I think for them, they feel that, it's just a handicap for others. So it's just something, I'm putting it out there, being honest about it.
Yeah.
It's not to say that I don't like it, because I actually love it. I love the siege machine, and I like the combinations that you can do with it.
Yeah.
Pickles is saying the Gauntlet does, so I guess that's either another division or another league that does that. I know that, I did just delete Clash Royale. I put a vlog out on that the other day. But in Clash Royale, all the tournaments they would do, thanks, they always had, banned cards for certain events. So it's kind of the similar thing right here. That would be cool to see, actually, where every week a certain card was banned or something in a league, just to make it like completely random and fun. I don't know.
Sounds good.
An idea. I don't know. Who knows? I'm not a league creator. But
Yeah.
I want to take a second, and we've had a ton of people come through the chat. We have Kirsten Rose Panda. We have Electric Elf is in the house. Even Jim M. Pickles, the founder of the No Dip League, is here. And a whole lot of other people. Waz is in the house as well. So thank you guys so much for coming through. I appreciate you guys hanging out with us for another spring trap. I know it's been a couple of weeks, and you probably missed the trap so much that you had to come through. But Havok, why don't you tell us a little bit about what goes on the media side of the WCL, since that's basically what you're in charge of over there?
Well, so basically what we're trying to do is get some streamers over so that we can actually start streaming the wars. We also have a group of YouTubers that will go in and pick a specific war according to Captain PV, who's actually the head of the media. And that way there's a YouTuber per war that can get, you know, all the attacks that they need. Mm-hmm. So basically we're just trying to get the content out there. You know, just get people knowing what it's about, realizing, you know, hey, it's actually international, not just, you know, kind of, you know, segregated to certain areas. Just trying to get, you know, Clash of Clans out there.
No, and I like that. And that's some of the best stuff about leagues, is it's just making, you know, more opportunities for players to get involved in competitive play in Clash, which is really what's going to have it living on as the years go by. So
and I think these smaller breakdowns are kind of key to that, to more of an esports sort of feel. Mm-hmm. As much, I love, from a streaming standpoint, I love the bigger wars. I really do, because when you're doing 24-hour wars and you have partners that you're working with, it makes it really exciting. It spreads it out a little bit. I've become very accustomed to doing that. But from an esports standpoint, it doesn't work quite so well. And these smaller breakdowns in the leagues it helps with that esports feeling and the esports transition. So it's kind of cool to see more leagues coming into fruition with this.
But also trying to get down the prep time and stuff like that to make the wars a little bit more compact. You know, that helps that smaller breakdown as well.
I like the idea of that too. As far as the content creator goes, it's nice to have a smaller war and less overwhelming amounts of stuff going on. We lost your cam. Bring it back. But yeah, so we had Lady B talk up. Uh-oh. Well, look at what you can see right now, guys, because we did have a call drop, but we heard oh no. No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
We will fix. We will fix. Don't worry.
Yeah.
There we go.
We
I'm
had
Lady B now.
Yeah, you are Lady B. That can happen, you know, live show. This kind of stuff happens. We're all back to normal now. So Lady B said, and I said as well, what we think of the Siege Machine. We love it. I love the introduction of it. And I even like people using that battle blimp just because it's just so not OP like even that wall wrecker is. What do you guys think about it? Do you use it when you go into battle? Or, I mean, obviously you do if you're a 10, 10, 11, or 12, but do you like it? Are you happy that it was introduced into the game, or do you think it's game breaking?
The blimp, personally, I don't use it because I'm not very good at La Luna. Maybe I should check out Lady B's little class sessions for that. I don't know. But, you know, for me, seeing how people use the blimp against me, I like it just because it gives them like a false sense of security, and then they fail. So, I mean, the wall wrecker, that's a different story, though.
Well, the wrecker's a beast. I mean, if you watch attacks that are using a Siege Machine, 90% of them are using the wrecker, maybe even a higher percentage.
Yeah.
I mean, but I have seen the battle blimp go in and do some work, and I've even seen it on ground attacks, which is really weird. But I did see that on actually some type of a hog attack the other day.
What did they drop in it? Because I haven't seen those yet, and I really want to see those combinations using the battle blimp, just dropping in troops. Like
they had Valkyries in it because it was a Go Vaho type of an attack. So there were Valks in it. I think it wasn't like a necessity for that to happen for the attack to be a success, and I think that's why that it was planned with it, because it was kind of like fun and a novelty thing. But you know, I mean, obviously,
I've been noticing a lot of Valkyries in the siege machines, anyways.
They work better
because it's like, well, as soon as it's done, you know, maybe you didn't get the funnel right, something, you can still drop a rage, and if it's in range of the Archer Queen or the Barbarian King or whatever, it's going to take it out.
And they
Yeah.
don't. The problem is that the bowlers die very quickly coming out of the siege machine. Depending on what, if there's not a golem that takes the lead, those bowlers get wrecked instantly. Especially if you have a Valk in the CC.
Yeah.
So if a
that's
Valk comes
true.
out of the CC through the core, your bowlers are done.
Oh yeah.
So Valks are smarter to use. You get a lot more value out of them as soon as that wall wrecker breaks open.
Yeah, and if you're good, you get that rage ready to go. They're gonna tear up whatever's around them instantly. Even if they die after that initial, you get them in the right spot, they could take out some high damage defenses. Valkyries, I love
Yeah.
Valkyries. I wish I saw more of them. I know that Falcon got huge, but I wish I just saw more different variations of Valks because they're an incredible troop.
Yeah,
So-
I agree.
Yeah. I got a question coming in from William, and he's here in basically all my videos and streams, so thanks for that support, brother. But he asks, how much practice do you all do daily to master your war attacks? And I'll let you three answer that because I don't really spend too much time or really any time warring because I'm always creating content. So what do you guys do?
Me too. I don't. Only for Town Hall 9 I plan, and don't play Town Hall 10 or 11 or 12. So just rocking that Town Hall 9 and mostly just fresh hitting and yeah, not planning at all most times. Just looking at the base where CC is, maybe bomb set for heals, and that's it. Nothing more.
Gotcha. How about you, Havok?
Having multiple accounts, does that work? Because mostly that's where I get my practice in.
And Lady B, I know that you have some of those practice nights on your streams. Is that considered practice for war for you?
It was when I was doing it. I've taken a bit of a break from it, and I have to start reconfiguring now that there's been the update. So those were very much my practice sessions that helped me a lot through my attacks, but I really wasn't able to find. I'm not often able to find time for FCs, and that's really where, like, previous to streaming, I was getting my practice. So now that I'm raiding with my 10 and farming it up to a max, I seem to be getting practice there. Except I started doing spin the wheel troop compositions, and we're not always getting the best strategies to work with.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I mean, friendly challenges are the best way to get good at the game. We all say that all the time. It's the way to succeed. It's the way to succeed. We got Electric Elf asking a great question. It's a Town Hall 9 question, and actually this can branch off into the WCL as well. But with the introduction of Town Hall 12, I mean, we've talked about it with other leagues before. What's going to happen to Town Hall 9s in your league? But his actual question was, he's a mere Town Hall 9. How would someone like himself get into a league if Town Hall 9s are going to kind of be excluded from leagues in the near future, if he plans on staying as a forever Town Hall 9? How do you accept that into your league, or any league, I guess, at that?
Well, for now we're just keeping Town Hall 9 in because, like, most of the players are still playing Town Hall 9 and not a lot playing, like, higher. So you found a lot of Town Hall 9s in clans and not, like, higher Town Halls. So we keep the Town Hall 9 for now in, and especially now with the blockage division with the Town Hall 9 only, we got really good reply on it. That we had to extend the amount of clans that could join, and the registration is ending the 10th of July. So sign up fast.
Okay, so you're still accepting 9s. What do you see in the next year? Are 9s still going to have a place in your league?
Yeah, I think for sure.
Okay, that's good.
For now, yeah.
I mean, it is one of the most popular Town Hall levels, and definitely the most popular Town Hall level in competitive war. So it's nice to hear that they're going to be somewhere. And I'm wondering if, I don't know if Pickles is still in the chat, but I'm wondering what's going to happen over there in the NDL as well.
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to see him, like, phase out very quickly. Actually, I haven't taken a look at the CWL breakdowns yet. I think MLCW just put out their breakdowns as well, but I don't foresee this season completely eliminating 9. So I think some 9s will be safe, but it's going to be a little bit harder because you're not going to see as many going in. So that means it's only going to be I guess, the best of nines. But a lot of people have moved up anyway, so it'll give some more open spots there.
Pickle says that they're phasing out nines to a minimum, and but what we're seeing in War now is, there's no max Town Hall 12s yet, so all Town Hall 12 v Town Hall 12 stuff is kind of like, it's hard to find something that's really a balanced attack versus defense, because everyone's still in those upgrading phases. Everything is still so new. But
Yeah.
we have Walker. He's asking, I guess me specifically, are you interested in a friendly war with Indian YouTubers? And I do have something that I'm getting set up with Clashing a Da and Clash Guru. It's on the back burner just for a couple of weeks. But something is being planned. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah, this summer there should be some type of a U.S. versus India YouTuber type war, and it should be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, Indian content creators don't get a lot of love, and I've seen this in chats before, that they have the Indian Clash community is a very large percentage of Clashers, and they really don't have quite that much representation. So that would actually be really cool to see.
I mean, they have representation. They have people doing the content. It's just not getting the love.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it'd be kind of cool to get in, and do some crossovers. I think that would be great.
I think it's good. I mean, I go on and, as a YouTuber, you're always looking at like who's doing what on YouTube, who's seeing success on YouTube. And I jump on in the morning, because that's not the morning over there in India. And, they're on, they have their streams going with 700 people watching. And I'm like, well, what the heck? Why? How come when I stream, am I getting like 50 people? And then they have, it's just, things are exploding over there for them, and it's not over here. Like, I remember when I started streaming, I used to get more views a year ago when I was streaming, like double or sometimes even triple the amount of people in my streams than I do now. I don't know if it's because of what's happening to Clash in the States, or if it's because of algorithm stuff on YouTube. You don't ever really know what's going on with that. But, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of interest in the Indian content, but not as much by Supercell. And Darian, he touched on that, because when we had him on the last Spring Trap, he discussed it a bit, and I don't even remember his answer, to be honest with you, but he basically said there was a reason why they weren't doing, giving as much attention to Indian YouTubers. I think it may have been something about all the content was in Hindi or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. I'd have to go back and watch it. I know that one of the Indian YouTubers that I follow did a video on his response and like clipped the episode and stuff. I don't remember who that was to source that part right there. But Lady B, are you getting all these questions that are coming through? Because I just missed a whole bunch.
I'm getting some, yeah.
Okay,
I did
good.
post some on Discord.
Cool. So where are you guys from, though, Havok and Addict?
I'm from the Netherlands currently.
Okay.
Still.
And how about you, Havok?
I'm a homegrown Oregonian over here
Gotcha.
in the U.S.
Yep. Oregonian. All right, let's move on to another question. Lady B saved us and grabbed a bunch. We got one from Kevin coming in. Can you tell me which strategy I should use to farm a Town Hall 10 rushed? So I'm assuming he's a rushed Town Hall 10. You guys want to take that one, or shall I jump in?
I think there's a lot of good videos out there. I've never tried Gobknife, but I've heard that actually just tears it up and gets you the resources that you need. Sometimes I just do very basic giants, some healers to back it up, some P.E.K.K.A.s and stuff like that. That way I can just go straight in and try and get the DE. I never really worried so much about gold and elixir. You get that off war, so.
Lady B?
Well, I am farming my 10 right now. It's not rushed, so it makes it easier because my heroes are all done. I'm actually farming up my gold. But if you are rushed, which I'm going to assume it means everything, go easy on troop compositions that are going to use heavy elixir. The best thing you could possibly do is actually just drop your trophies, go a little bit lower in league, and try and snipe out some elixir. Do things where you can just use very minimal troop value, like archers around the outside for dead bases. There's a lot of dead bases in Crystal 3 right now, so that could be your best bet to go there. And then you could always look for my base if you need some dark elixir because I am at max capacity. So come and take it.
Wow. What I always did at Town Hall 10, I would cycle back and forth between Barch, and I would hang out in Crystal the whole time. I'd use Barch when I was just trying to drop trophies, but I would go with the Mass Miner. It would be unbelievable, and that would take 0 Dark Elixir, and it would be great. I loved using the Mass Miner attack. It's not the cheapest on Elixir, but the cool thing about Mass Miner is you only use the heal spells that you need to, and a lot of times you can get through a base with 1 or 2 heals, so you save on all that Elixir. It's not like Lunyan or Laloon or something where you basically need to use all the spells that you bring. You can kind of just bring, use what you need. So that's what I used. Addict, do you farm at all anymore, or are you basically the kind of guy that, like...
No, I'm farming now currently at my Town Hall 9, but nothing more.
Gotcha.
Just use only wizards and giants and healers for it. Easy.
Gotcha. Gets the job done. That's really what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
But it gets boring. It gets boring using some of the basic strategies over and over and over again. I like to mix it up. And that's why, like, right now, I'm trying to push and farm at the same time. And when I find bases, it's great because the loot bonus is huge. You find a lot of bases with good amount of loot in them.
Yeah.
You spend a lot in an army, like 400,000 elixir, but you're getting two and a half times that.
Yeah.
But the clouds, man, those clouds lately have been brutal, And that's what sucks, the clouds. But it is fun. It's fun to be able to raid and practice your war attack strategies and stuff like that while you're farming because, sometimes it gets a little old just hanging out.
And not just the clouds for raiding, man. Clouds for finding a war when you do a random. That's been wow.
Yeah.
Has it, huh?
Yeah, right after the update, I think at least my clan, I think we had like 14-hour spin. It was something crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Is it because you guys are so good that there's just no one that can be matched with you?
No, not at all. No, it's. I think it was just the breakdown. We were running a simple old breakdown, like a 3-7-15 or something like that. I don't know, but
Thanks, Bulldog.
maybe it was something odd.
Okay. I mean, I don't do any of the spins in my clan, so obviously I don't know what's going on there, but clouds, man. And I can tell you this, some insider information, and I'll tell you as much as I can, but in recent discussions, that is like one of the key things that they're focused on and worried about right now in Clash of Clans. Like in some of the insider talks, everyone's asking, what's next, what's coming next, because that's really what everyone always wants to know. And I've heard that they are really looking into fixing the cloud issue. And I never thought it was a big issue because I was always hanging out in Crystal, but now it's like, okay, this does kind of suck. This should be fixed. So
Yeah.
it was good to hear that. And that wasn't like an announcement. That wasn't anything like that. It was just me being in a chat where I saw some responses that were, people are going to like to see when it comes. But again, it's not an easy fix. Clouds are difficult. It's hard. All right. We got more questions here. And which one am I up to? Oh, why? Oh, PV Tex asks, why is the WCL not accepting Town Hall 8s? And really, I don't know many leagues that do accept Town Hall 8s, but why are you not?
That's a really good question you got there, but I think it's just because now with the base copying, with Town Hall 8 there's not a lot of time, so you can easily copy paste and attack. And not many people play Town Hall 8, in my opinion. You don't see them often in League clans or big war clans, because it's mostly all Town Hall 9 and up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's basically a built-in mod with Town Hall 8, so it just
Yeah.
it opens up a lot of issues.
Understood. And do you think Town Hall 9 is going to be at that same point at some point?
I think so too. But for now, not yet.
For now, all's good. Electric Elf again with another question for you guys at WCL. Is there a Discord that they can join? And if there is, do you want to
yes.
put it into the the Discord server? Yeah, and I'll put it into the chat because I don't think you'll be able to do that. Ooh, I'm gonna take this question right now. It's from IJ7. What's another game that you guys love after Clash? I'll go last. Havok, you're up, man.
Witcher 3.
Ooh, okay. I
Yeah.
never played Witcher, but it looks nasty.
Oh, it's definitely worth the play. That's for sure.
What is that, on PC or on console?
I don't know if it's on PC or not, but it's on console. I'd imagine it's on PC. I know the earlier versions were, but it's just something that you just waste some time in. It's good.
Nice. And how about you, Addict?
Currently CS:GO and PUBG.
Gotcha.
On PC.
Oh, PC PUBG, huh?
Yeah.
How do you like that? I mean, everyone's PUBG Mobile now, at least the circles that I hang out with.
Yeah, I know.
But it's where it's at on PC?
No, I love the PC version. Only it's just way too difficult.
It's
and
hard.
the graphics, you need a really good PC, in my opinion, to run it smooth.
But that's so funny because I don't think the graphics are that insane. Like when you compare it to, like, you know, Fortnite, I think Fortnite looks better. I mean, I like PUBG better, but I think Fortnite looks better and it's not hard to run. So I don't really understand that whole graphic stuff, but
It's, you need more of a dedicated RAM on your graphics card. Which is more of a dedicated graphics card. So
okay, I got you.
Yeah, I tried. My son actually gifted it to me on Steam, and I tried playing it on my computer, and he's playing it in there on his laptop. And I'm like, I can't do this. I can't. It's running real buggy. I was like, nah, I'm good. Thanks. Got shot like 30 times. I don't know.
All right, I just put the WCL Discord in the chat, so Electric Elf or anyone else that wants to go over and check things out over there, you can go do that. Lady B, what are you playing besides Clash? Nothing, right? Nothing.
Yeah.
Clash is life.
I was playing a little Fortnite. But Clash is just such a priority for me. I can't get away from it. I love it too much. And I think because, I don't know, it just work's hammering me down, and whatever free time I have, I just want to spend with Clash. I love the community. I love the leagues. You know, I love what I've built there so far. I love the players. I love the clans. So it's tough. I don't want to go away from it.
You don't have to.
Right.
And that's a fine answer. That's a fine answer.
Yeah.
For me, Clash is what I primarily play. As you guys know, I just deleted Clash Royale, which I did play a lot of, although I didn't make content for it. It was just an addicting habit that was not healthy. So I got rid of that literally 2 days ago. And I play a bunch of other stuff. I played a lot of PUBG Mobile. I was trying to get good at it. Didn't work. Shadowgun Legends is a lot of fun. And I just picked up and live streamed last night Identity 5. It just came out yesterday here in the United States. It's another mobile game. And it's basically, what is that game that D plays? BBXH. What is that? Dead by Daylight or something like that?
Oh, it's like a scary game.
Yeah, it's a scary game. It's kind of like that. It's similar to that. It's on mobile, and it was pretty darn sweet. I streamed it last night and had a ton of fun with it, so I'm going to play a lot of that, too. So that's for me. But, I mean, Clash is what mostly gets played. What's that? You don't like scary games?
Like scary games.
Stay away
I can
from that
barely
one.
watch like scary movies. Zombies, I sit there and I cover behind a blanket. I can't do scary games.
I just like the fake, gory, scary movies. I'm big on Evil Dead. Just that fakeness, you know, cut off his arm, just blood, just oh my god, everywhere.
Scary though. I freak out over those.
Really?
Do you watch?
I know what you mean. I love
the
it too.
series?
Yeah.
All right, what else do we have over here? Pickles ask us, pie or cheesecake?
Oh, that's
Cheesecake.
tough.
Only cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Why
That's
not?
actually-
Why not both?
Why not
You
both?
would answer that way, lady.
Good question.
And for me, I'm lactose intolerant, so I got to go with pie.
Ah.
Good lord.
Yeah, fun times. But yeah.
I don't actually eat much sweets, so like the only time I actually do it's when my mother-in-law, she'll make a cheesecake, and she knows I'm coming over, so it's like, yes.
Love you, Mom.
Yes.
Lady B, why don't you give us a couple of questions from the chat?
Okay, wait, hold on. I zoomed in again. I can't
Oh,
unzoom.
figure the
Wait.
mouse out.
Okay. It's a big problem. I don't know why. Let me try not to do this on Discord. I'm checking to see. I'm sorry. This is all new to me.
All right, I'll do one right now while you're looking for your next one. This one's from the chat right now. Urban Widowmaker. Is there an update that you felt did nothing for Clash of Clans? Which was it and why? And I'll start out and answer and say, although it didn't do nothing, I think that it actually hurt Clash of Clans, and that was the introduction of the Builders Hall last year. That was like a major update. Like, obviously there were small updates that really didn't change much, but for major updates, yeah, that one, I think it held back Clash a little bit because the focus was off the main village, which is where everyone's hearts are. So for me, that was probably the worst update. Although it did bring another element to the game, and that was kind of fun, in a way.
Yeah. No, I'm on with you. I agree.
Yeah, I had a good answer.
Yeah,
right?
that would have been.
I think I would have to agree with that as well. I mean, because Builder Hall base has become very much a side game at this point. Yeah. It was a lot of effort put in with, I think, an ultimate goal of not a terrible amount of reward. I think from what I heard, if I'm correct, it was a possible push to turn Clash into an esports type game. But I think they already have it built in with the wars. It's just the way that they work it out to make it in the esports sense, which is basically short format wars.
Right. I agree.
Yeah. I have a question. Oh, go ahead. Go.
I was going to say, personally, I think the introduction of the extra 30 seconds, that set it back just because it was so short-lived and they just took it away. So you're starting to like build how you're going to hit based on the time, and you're like, oh, I got plenty of time for something that you obviously know is going to take a lot longer on a hit. But I thought that set it back because it was like, you gave it to us and everybody embraced it and everybody loved it, and then it was like, oh shoot, we messed up, let's take it away.
Yeah, I think they thought that they made things too easy. I mean, I liked it too. I'd like 5 minutes.
I just think that them putting it out in the first place, I thought that was something that I thought was kind of, I didn't think that they thought that through.
Lady B, before we go on with that, Lady B, I wanted to ask you, would you rather have Hog Rider run instead of Builder Base built into the game, or Builder Hall?
I would rather Hog Rider run.
Thought so. Yeah. Good guess right there.
I love Hog Rider run. Oh my god. I wish it would work on more things like that. I really I don't know. It's such a great scroller game. And it's just like one of those quickies. That's the only thing I use Builder Base for, is like in between farming and stuff when I get bored. But
yeah.
Hog Rider run. That game's epic. Okay, I have a question here. I'm gonna take the lead, Echo.
Take it.
Sit back.
Co-host.
So this one comes from Pickles. With India being one of the biggest Clash communities, how many clans will you project for the coming season? And this is a good question for you guys.
Yeah, that's a good question.
It's a tough question too.
For now, with registrations, we are at around 60 clans, and we got 8 more spots left, so around 70 clans.
Wow. That's good, I guess. I don't even know. I don't even know. I'm not a clan leader. Yeah. Is that like a number that you're confident with and like you're feeling good about the league type thing?
Yeah, for me it is. Last season, the first season, we got 25 clans, and yeah, that's a lot too already. First season, and now second season we got almost 3 times. So not bad.
Yeah, well, Pickle's right there saying very nice numbers. So
yeah,
good for you guys. That's great to hear.
I know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Echo. I was going to say for CWL had a massive increase of Indian clans in season 4 as compared to seasons 1 through 3. So it has been growing, and I would definitely be looking forward to seeing additional Indian clans coming into the community, but they've all done very well. Many just exceeding so many expectations within Premier League. Premier was amazing. Hindustan had an epic season for season 4, and CWL almost making it to the end.
Why do you think it is that India, like in clans, in leagues, on YouTube, I'm not sure about streaming on Twitch or not, but why is there such a huge influx of Indian clans, Indian players? Do you guys have an idea?
I think maybe just integrating over into the leagues. There might have just been a separation. I think the leagues are unifying many different countries together. It's almost like having its own World Cup in ways.
I like there being a lot of different leagues. I don't need there to be like one league that dominates all and then leagues just fall off. I think the more leagues that we have, the more people we can get involved and the longer the game will last. So I like hearing that new leagues are popping up, new things are being done. I don't know. Lady B and I, we should start our own league. Something crazy. Off meta attacks only. I don't know.
Let's do this.
Don't steal that idea, addict. If you take it, I'm gonna know. All right, what's our next question, B?
Oh God, I just zoomed in on Discord. Oh, this is really bad.
I guess
Okay.
I'll just take the lead again.
No, I can still see them.
Where's Goon?
It's just really big. What is this is from William Lewis. What's the longest stream? And I'm gonna try and do this. Don't make fun of the way I say y'all. But what is the longest stream y'all ever done? I'm a New Yorker. Just
Me
go
too.
easy on me. I'll let Echo go through with that first.
I think 8 hours for me. I was doing a stream, I think, for CWL, and a couple people backed out or had something come up, and yeah, I just kept going. The end was nice because the bathroom was inside, so I don't know how people get those 12-hour streams and 24-hour streams. They're machines. I can't do that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I feel like Lady B's done that though, if I had to guess.
The longest I ever did was 13 hours. And that was for the CWL finals. I think it was last. I think it was, yeah. Wait, was it CWL finals last season? I think it had something to do with that. There were some technical issues. It was one war that was being multi-streamed. No, maybe it wasn't that. Might have been a one high war. But yeah, 13 hours was my longest.
And you were energized every second of the entire stream, right?
I was. You know, you just
Wow.
you
No
keep
way.
going with the. I was.
Oh my god.
I probably could have kept going longer. You just kind of hit this point. If it's a good war and there's stuff going on and you have people hanging out, you just stay energized and you keep the hype going.
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of coffee.
Yeah, a lot of coffee. G Fuel, man. G Fuel. Try it. For me, I'm more of a video guy. I do some streams. It's not what I focus on. So my longest stream was probably 4 hours, and to be honest, it probably wasn't even a Clash stream. It was probably some type of a game playthrough. But you know, I'm not big. Honestly, after a couple hours streaming, I'm tired and I want to get off. So I'm not the long time streamer. I'm sorry, guys. It's just not in me.
Can I
No, I
do a
can
follow-up
understand.
question?
Yeah.
So would you ever consider doing a 24-hour stream? Because this always comes up in my stream. People want me to do a 24-hour stream, and I've said that I would do it for a charity event. That I would,
Wow.
and I wouldn't say it will be a 24-hour stream, but I would do it where people can pledge for however many hours I go, or or they can do flat-out donations, but trying to reach the goal of doing a 24-hour stream. But would you guys consider ever doing a 24-hour stream
I think, like you
for
said,
charity?
if it were for charity, yes. And I actually have an idea in mind right now, which I'm going to talk to you about after the stream. Lady B, remind me for something along those lines. But I think I would have to co-stream with someone. I don't think I could do it. 24 hours is, man, that's a long time. I need to have like the whole family out of the house for a day. I don't know how I do that as like a dad and all that, but
Well, you need a
Vacation.
microwave. Like we were talking about this. You need like a microwave and some hot pockets and
a porta potty
Yeah.
could be
Wait.
sitting right on the john the whole
there,
time.
right next to
so
you.
you can just like do ding and I mean, you'd have to have bathroom breaks at very least, but
Yeah, of course.
unless you keep a bottle under the desk, but girls can't do that.
But yeah, I would do it for a
I'm not
good
even saying
charity.
anything.
What's that? I actually did pee in a cup about 2 weeks ago. It's the first time I've done it in a really long time on a trip back to Long Island. I don't do it much, but I was in the car with my youngest, and my wife went into the place to let my other son use the bathroom, and I'm like, I'm just gonna pee in this cup. I had a great parking spot where I was next to some bushes, and I did, and it felt weird. It was awkward. I was like on my side trying to do it, but I got it done. I did
Did
it.
you wash your hands
Wow.
afterwards?
No, I didn't. I was in the car. So no, I didn't. I didn't do it. No. Whatever. The steering wheel, I just rubbed it off on there.
Wow.
But there was no splash.
If I would stream, I would do a 24-hour stream, but only if I reach a certain goal or for a charity or something.
Did he just cut off my pee in the cup conversation?
Yeah.
I
He
think so,
totally
man.
did. He totally did. He cut that right off.
I'm glad. Let's stop it there.
All right.
You didn't even
It
have
just
hand
makes me think of Dumb and
sanitizer?
Dumber, to be honest with you.
No hand sanitizer?
Probably not. Probably not. And I'm a very clean person. Like, I'm always a wash my hands kind of guy. But I had to go. It was an emergency situation. Whatever.
Oh, come on. You've never actually, like, tried to use your boxers or anything to, like,
No,
kinda guide it?
I'm actually
No?
to help what? Guide it?
Yeah. That way you don't have to wash your hands.
Oh no, I'm a pretty.
I get real big on, like, washing my hands after using the restroom. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of a little OCD about being neat and clean. So, but you know, sometimes you got to step out of the box and you got to just pee in a cup, man. Try it.
Pick up.
Yeah.
Can I just say, before we end this conversation, that I don't know how these things get started up, but they happen in my streams.
Mm-hmm.
And I finally learned about toilet aiming and why you aim in the middle of the toilet versus why you aim
Yes.
to the side. These are things we don't know as females. I don't know if
That's why you don't know, because we're aiming at the side.
We don't
Just for
know.
you females, we're actually trying to, like, make sure she doesn't know what's actually going on in here. Maybe we just went in, checked ourselves out. No, we're like, keep it quiet, ninja style, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. That's what's happening.
Somebody told me that the reason they pee in the center of the toilet is to assert dominance in the public restroom.
Well,
Is that true?
if you're in a toilet, but if you're in a urinal, no.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, you just, like, you know what? I'm not doing the urinal. Going right to the toilet, and I'm asserting my dominance. I don't know. I guess I don't understand that.
I'm sorry for this conversation.
These are the conversations that are the fun part of the streams. Let's be honest.
Okay, I got one more question though to follow this up with.
Yeah.
Do you leave the toilet seat up or do you put it down?
Are we talking about the cover or the one that you sit on?
Either.
Okay. So for me, my toilet seat, like the cover is always up in my house. I have two little guys and I don't really care if that's up. I really care if the seat part is up. So when I pee, I pick up the seat part, I pee, and then I put it down. And if there's any splashage, I do clean it up with toilet paper, just so you know. But yeah, I always put that down. But the cover doesn't even need to be on a toilet, to be honest. Like, why is it there? I put my towel on it sometimes when I get out of the shower, so it's right there.
Yeah.
But it doesn't need a cover. No one's falling
Same
in.
Okay,
doesn't
so
keep
you're
it
well
from a-
trained. We'll say that. You're well trained.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm a
Yeah.
clean guy.
Havok,
I
addict.
put the toilet seat down. I don't know, grew up with mom and a sister. Yeah, I don't know. It's normal for me to put it down.
The top cover part.
The whole thing.
Yeah, the whole thing. I don't.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't get
Thank
it
you.
either.
Wow.
Good for
Good.
you. Good
Even
for you.
better.
I do it more than my wife does. So.
Wow.
Oh boy.
No, for me it's the same as Echo.
Yeah. That's smart. You're a good man.
Yeah.
Shall we get back into some Clash talk again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that I'm completely lost on where we are, I'm like looking at all these questions and overwhelmed by what goes where. Okay, Pickles
Go grab some
asks,
water real quick, please.
what's that?
I'm gonna go grab some water real quick,
Do
please.
your thing, man. Yep. Pickles asks, for the men on the stream, what should Lady B dress up as this Halloween? Last year she outdid herself, and I anticipate great things in October. Last year you were the healer, Lady B. That was honestly,
yeah.
that is one of the first times that I saw you, and I actually saw you on Twitter, and I saw like the picture of your costume or something on some dummy or something like that. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's when I
put
first
that
ran
together.
into you. Mm-hmm. And so I guess a year ago is when I ran into you for the first time. But what should she be this year?
Echo.
She should be me?
Yeah.
That I am. No, we need something sexy, not me.
I
I'm
can
t-
do
I'm
that.
thinking-
I could have glasses glasses and everything.
Yeah.
And the goatee.
I'm trying to make a
liking
full
that.
beard. Doesn't work so well. I'm thinking that you should be the Valkyrie. You have kind of the reddish hair color. Valkyrie is a very well-liked troop in the game.
Yeah, I'd still get a wig. I would do like a full-on wig for that one though.
Okay, that's fine.
I have some mock-up ideas already. Like I started putting together ideas for Valkyrie. I also have one together for the witch.
Guess it feels. Are you in an evil kind of a mood, or are you feeling like, you know,
Yeah.
sexy Valk? Now
That
the
was a
question
nice
though
witch.
is, what is Pickles gonna be for Halloween? So she could totally have this flipped around on
Pickle.
her as well. I would bet she's not even gonna dress up. That's my guess. But we'll see.
Pickles, you have to dress up. You were
I
the
don't know.
Archer
She
Queen
may.
one year? Oh, Queen of Me was Archer Queen one year.
She was. Yep. I saw
Wow.
that picture.
Research purposes.
I heard that Havok dressed up as the Queen one year. Is this true, or is that all just rumor?
I think it's a rumor, but
I think.
For the
if I
right
had the
donation.
means for it, I would.
Now,
Wow.
what about you guys? What are you guys going to dress up for Halloween this year?
I have no idea.
I spend all my time planning out my son's
Exactly.
his costume.
We have that excuse. And that's what
Yeah.
I'm going to stick with. I usually don't dress up for Halloween. I'm an old fart with Halloween. But
Wow.
I know. I don't, yeah, I mean, I don't go to like a Halloween party. So what am I going to do? Get dressed up to walk my kids around the neighborhood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a good dad.
I mean, I walk my kids around the neighborhood. I just don't dress up.
I
Why
think
not?
being a good dad's like taking him to all the houses.
I do that. I just don't
Yeah,
dress. So you're telling
And
me I'm
he's
being a
like,
bad
"Oh,
dad?
My feet hurt, and you carry him, and you
That
know,
happens.
come on, that's good dads right there.
So
Yeah.
you're
You know what
so
I'm
you're
talking
saying
about.
I'm being a good dad, or I'm not because I'm not dressed up while doing all that.
Both.
Nah,
I'm going
You're in
halfway.
the
You're
mid-
saying.
you're in the middle. You can be better, but you're not the worst.
I guess I need a costume. Thanks, guys.
I have a question here. I think we skipped over it. From Dimitri. As a new Town Hall 10 with heroes in mid-teens, what should my next step be in upgrading?
Wait. As a new 10 with
Mid-teens?
heroes in the
Yeah,
mid-teens,
he's
I
a
would
new
just.
Town Hall 10, or he's is he new Town Hall 10? Yeah, new Town Hall
Yeah.
10.
Grind up those heroes, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure you get into a clan that actually does all the clan games, so that when they get the books of the heroes and books of everything, you're able to get
Yeah.
that. Just keep progressing that. I mean, mid-teens. Oh man.
Yeah, it's rough. I mean, honestly, you're talking to us where we're involved in all this war stuff and we don't see that, but probably the majority of people that play this game are, rush people that just want to rush through and get those town hall levels to get new troops, and their heroes are neglected, It's probably
Yeah.
the case.
But the heroes are so crucial to the success of your attacks and your ability to actually even farm and get higher up and upgrade your defenses, your walls, anything you want, even upgrading your town hall. So definitely focus on those heroes.
Agreed.
Those should be a priority. Wait for everything later. Those can wait.
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna jump to a question that just popped in, and it said, when would there be an Indian guest on the Springtrap? And I've sent out a couple of invites to a couple of my friends that I've worked with before and done collabs with, Clashing Ada and COC Guru, but they have tech issues. They don't have the face cam abilities and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's been the holdback. Like the invite has been there for them, but
Oh, I can introduce you to the leader of the Clash Stream watching community, Direwolf. He's a personal friend of mine.
okay, let's do that. There you go.
He's a self-proclaimed leader of the Clash streaming watching community. But he's a huge supporter of a lot of the League Wars. But also I could introduce you to some members from Hindustan. Ket is a good friend of mine. Adi is one of the leaders. So that's always an opportunity to bring on players, not just content creators, but players within the game.
Yeah, and that's something I want to focus on more. I actually spoke when we were trying to figure out who the guests were going to be this week. I want to start bringing. Everyone doesn't have to be a YouTuber or a Twitch streamer or a member of Supercell. I'd like to bring on just like like a clan leader and maybe someone that's an important person in that clan. We could talk about the clan family. I mean, really, we're just here to hang out and talk about Clash of Clans and whatever else comes. So we don't need to all be, you know, important people in Clash to be on the show. So I like that idea. I like it a lot. So let's go with it. Yeah. All right, we got the longest stream. We got that one.
Tommy from Tommy Clash of Clans asked, "Do you like cologne?"
Well, I guess the true question is, Lady B, do you like cologne? Because dudes only really wear it for the girls, I guess, that like it. I mean, I don't care what I smell like, unless if I don't stink.
So my question would be, do I like cologne, the cologne you wear, or cologne Germany? Because there's cologne Germany. The answer to the cologne that you wear is yes, as long as it's not too heavy. I don't think most women like cologne that's too heavy. And it has to be like slightly understated. It should be there. It shouldn't be like overwhelming. And not all the time. You don't always need to wear cologne. But cologne Germany, I love cologne Germany.
Was he asking about Germany?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
It just said cologne.
It said cologne. It said, yeah. I don't personally wear cologne because I'm allergic to like really smelly things, even like lotions with smells in them or shampoos. Yeah, so I don't wear cologne ever, not since like early high school. No cologne for me. I just smell amazing all the time.
Early high school, you get that cologne on, you're getting ready for the dance, and you're like, yes, my mom's going to drive me there and drive me back. This is awesome.
Yeah, in the minivan. Those are the days, man.
I actually had a nice ride to go to dances, but it didn't help me with the dance part of the situation.
The ride was good.
Yeah.
The ride was good, but what else do we have? Is it possible to 3-star in a max Town Hall 12 base with a max Hog army?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I was going to say.
Oh, wait, a max Town Hall 12? I don't know. I've never seen a max Town Hall 12, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh,
But I've seen Town Hall 12s
tripling
with
12
even
as
higher
well.
up. Yeah, they get 3-starred with Hogs.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that Hogs they're one of the strategies that have been buffed so much since the update with the Wrecker going in with a little kill squad. I mean, literally you could have the Wrecker, the heroes, and that's it. And you could completely hollow out a base, and the Hogs and you could bring the extra heal spells because you don't need jumps to get into the core. And you could heal, I think it's like 4 heal spells around the base. Hogs have received, that's a strategy I think received the biggest buff from the update, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think also Witches, too, because, I mean, they doubled their DPS on the upgrade. So every single one, at every single level, it doubles the DPS. So that I thought was actually really big, because if you run like a real heavy Witch, I mean, yeah, all those little Larrys are going to be sitting there taking all the damage, but the Witches are actually taking stuff out this time instead of just kind of nitpicking at stuff.
Yeah, good point. Good point. Lady B, you got something else for us?
Yes.
We're definitely stocked up on questions right now.
Yeah, I know. I'm just like adding them in right now. I'm like on a mission.
All right, I'll take one from Walker.
I get a funny one.
Okay.
Here.
Yes.
From IJ7 to Addict. Why are you so silent, man?
Why? I don't know.
Why are you so silent, bro?
I'm calling
Maybe
you all
it's 5 a.m. here. I haven't slept since 8 o'clock Saturday morning.
Give him a break, IJ7. See?
Hey, I think it was the cricket we took it out, so now he's like, oh crap, I'm tired.
That cricket was keeping him alive. And speaking of the cricket, Addict is an owner of reptiles. I actually have some reptiles myself. What do you have over there, man? I see you got some. I think that's what I'm looking at behind you.
Yeah, I got a leopard gecko.
Yeah.
That's the top cage. And I got in here a ball python and a red snake.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love reptiles. I have a Savannah monitor that I built a cage for recently, and a ball python as well. I used to have a ton of stuff, but that's it for now. Just those two.
Yeah.
Lady B, you have
I don't
any
like
pets
snakes.
besides dogs?
No, I like fuzzy creatures.
My snakes like fuzzy creatures too.
Yeah.
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 Havok, just kids for you?
No, I actually bought 2 cats for my wife. Yeah, 2 little kittens.
Kittens are so cute.
Oh, they're so cute. It's like, yay. And then like
They turn to cats
one
then,
like one likes feet and like thinks that every time you're like moving your
Wow.
feet, it's attacking. So yeah, it's amazing. Love the cats.
Wow.
No, kittens are cute. I just my issue with cats is the litter box.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that was actually the deal. So when I bought the cats, that was the deal. I never have to worry about the litter box.
But you still have to
have to deal with
smell the litter. I don't care how clean a litter box is, unless you're literally buying a new box every week. They have an odor to them, and I don't want to smell that.
Yeah.
Personally, that's why I don't like cats. It's not actually the animal.
I worked with hazardous chemicals, and ammonia was a big one. So that kind of stuff doesn't, I don't know, doesn't really get to me anymore.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I can't. I actually, I'm not allowed to deal with kitty litter boxes. So, yeah, it's a little tough for me. We used to have a cat.
Health restrictions.
Yeah, it's a little bit. It's kind of like that for me right now.
Gotcha. It's fine. You're not missing
But I
out.
love cats.
Dogs are cool.
Dogs are awesome.
Yeah, they are.
Walker asks us if we ever tried Indian food.
Yes.
Yes, I have also.
Yes. Can I tell you? Oh, I love Indian food.
I love when we talk about food. You just get so happy instantly. It doesn't matter
I
what we're
love
talking about. You just get so
I
Who
love
happy.
doesn't like food?
Oh, but I love food so much.
For
I
real.
think because I do like all this fasting too, I like food so much more now. It's like a passion of mine. But I worked in restaurants for about 12 years. So
Nice.
like I really got very much into food. I worked with a lot of great chefs, and I'm a definite foodie. But I do love Indian food. I got spoiled when I went out to UK and had some of the best Indian food I have ever had. I had this amazing roasted garlic and green chili curry that
Oh,
dream
that's
of that.
amazing.
And they had the fresh green chilies in it, just whole. They didn't slice them up. The last time I went to get Indian food, I actually asked them, I was like, do you have green chilies? Because it just changes everything. It still
Yeah.
wasn't as good, but it was better than,
I agree.
Norm.
yeah.
I don't remember what I had. I went to a place in Manhattan once, and the food was good. It was like we got a whole bunch of different type. I don't even know what I ate, but it was good. Funny thing is,
Yeah.
I don't like cumin, so that's in a lot of food from India.
Oh,
But I don't really
man.
like it.
Yeah.
It's also in Chile. I mean,
Yeah, a lot of Mexican. It's in a lot of
Yeah.
Mexican food.
a lot of Mexican food. Yeah, cumin's in a lot of stuff. Maybe you just don't understand what it might be in. I know in
Yeah.
cayennes and stuff. That oof,
I don't mind that cumin.
it hits me in the back of the throat. That's like the only thing I can't eat.
Oh.
I always put it in my guacamole. Like when I make guacamole at home, I do it very basic. I just do the avocados, some cumin, some lime, and sriracha, and that's it.
Mm.
Sometimes I'll put in a little cilantro, but I like the cumin in it.
Yeah.
Do you guys cook anything good for 4th of July or?
Nope.
Don't celebrate it.
Steak.
Don't barbecue, man. Barbecue for the 4th of July.
Yeah, we did. Barbecue all the way.
in the Netherlands.
We barbecue like 4 times a week, 3 times a week. Good life.
That's nice. There's nothing better than barbecue.
Yeah.
There were still fireworks going on today. I heard, like,
Wow.
well, yeah.
There
a
was
little-
some right before the show here too.
I'm actually waiting here for a little bit. They're gonna start up probably about another hour and a half for me.
What time
This
is it over
question-
there for you now?
8:15 p.m.
Oh, okay, yeah.
5:15 a.m. here.
You want
Yeah.
everybody to know that you're dedicated and here early.
Rushing
Dedication.
that monster energy all day.
I have a question here for Echo from Pickles.
Yeah.
She asks, can Spoobie and her have permission to dress up as you and me for Halloween Extreme?
Yes, and I answered Spoobie in the chat about dressing up as me for Halloween. I'm going to let him have to scroll and find the answer to that, but I think him dressing up as me for Halloween will reap large rewards for him that evening. So
Great.
hopefully, I wish him the best of luck.
I think it should be reversed though. I would love to see Spooby dress up as me.
Yeah.
Dress up as you.
That's nothing new though. He dresses up similar to how you dress on weekends. No, that'd be cool. That'd be fun. You definitely have my permission. Just vlog it, make a video out of it. Oh, she's Echo. That's what she's saying. She wants to be Echo and Spooby is Lady B.
Okay, good. I think that would work.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
IJ7 says, which is your favorite troop in Town Hall 9 in Clash?
What's Town Hall 9? Sorry.
It's
Just
you
kidding.
know it's that town hall that is still around, kind of.
That I play. For me, it's Hawk Riders for sure, all day.
No, yeah, Hog Riders. I mean, that's the go-to troop, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I really like using baby drags. Just I don't know why. Well, I
Baby
usually
back
try to
attack,
put them in, even though it's not, fundamentally sound. I'm like, I can make it work, and then a lot of times I don't. So,
Well, they're a great troop. They have their place for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't been to Town Hall 9 in a long time, so I guess for what I like watching at Town Hall 9, I'd have to say Valkyries I like at Town Hall 9.
Yeah.
Something that implements Valkyries. Or a P.E.K.K.A. If you can pull off attacks with a lot of P.E.K.K.A., I'm happy. A video's coming on that. If there's P.E.K.K.A.
Isn't that like the new isn't Go Wipe like the what do you I
of the
forget what
week,
it's called.
the deal of the week thing?
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah, and surprisingly, I wanted to get those gems, so I started pushing in Titans 1 with Go Wipe, Queen Walk Go Wipe, and it was actually working pretty well. I was impressed. I was happy. Go Wipe. Let's bring it back.
no, that's not.
It's probably the
Remember
most
back in the
popular
day.
It's probably the most well-known strategy in Clash of Clans overall, though. Like, people
Well-
that are new Clashers learn about Go Wipe still.
Yeah, old school clashers though. I mean, we all remember the hogs, or not the hogs, the giants, the healers, and the wizards. That's it. You know, back when you couldn't change your base, so it's were you fast enough to get it done before the war starts or not? Those were fun times for me, at least. That's back when I was actually decent, and rushing was not so bad.
Yeah. I miss the early days of Clash. You know, like when you're at Town Hall 6. I don't know. Remember when it was just so simple like that?
Town Hall 8, because like they said that the wars were coming out soon. So I was like, oh yeah, I totally want to donate max giants. So I had like yellow wall or gold walls and level 5 BK going to level,
Wow.
level 8. It's like, yeah, this is awesome. Wow.
One of the first things that I did in content creation was actually a video on how to attack like Town Hall 5 and 6 for one of my clans, because I was teaching a couple of the players how to do like funneling and working with their troops. So I
That's
kind of
necessary,
missed those.
though.
It was fun. It was
Yeah.
that's like the basics. I kind of miss doing that. I keep thinking one of these days I want to use one of like my little mini accounts and do some streaming with it and go over some Clash basics.
No, it is
Do, like,
important. It's where the learning-
Mini Town Hall Wars.
That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I only have one account.
We've got so many
Yeah.
questions coming in.
We do,
too,
I know.
Now. We have like a massive list here. Let me see. Somewhat Damaged asks, what do you think Supercell's vision is for the future? It seems Supercell seems to be pushing users to higher levels faster. If that's the case, do you think they have something other than 12?
I don't think they have anything other than 12 yet. I think their plan is to continue. I mean, it was pretty much
Yeah.
said. Well, I mean, I asked Darian, is it going to continue doing what it's doing, or is it going to be a Clash of Clans 2? And when I mentioned Clash of Clans 2, he did not like the idea. It would basically be deserting everything that they've built in Clash of Clans 1. So I actually love that answer, because who wants to give up all the things that we've built in Clash of Clans 1? So so I think there's going to be more town halls. I don't think there's anything being like created now. And if it has, it hasn't been announced. But there is still another big announcement this year coming to Clash of Clans, and it was hinted something like, and what we all got out of it was something like clans attacking a big monster base, kind of like in Boom Beach type thing. But who knows? I mean, that again is something entirely different than what we're used to. Who knows if people would like it or if they'd hate it. It's definitely not along the lines of, you know, strict war clans and stuff, but I like that they're bringing different things to it. You guys?
I honestly I was a little miffed when they brought up the fact that Town Hall 12 was coming out. I mean, I understand, you know, the progression of the game and moving people forward. But, man, it's like, wait, we have a good thing going right now. And then...
Yeah.
But...
Yeah.
To be honest, I have no idea. I try not to keep up so much with what they're going to be trying to do next and just focus on what is happening right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's what you should be doing, man. That's what we all should be doing. Like, we literally just got Town Hall 12, and, you know, we're all like, okay, what's next? But it's time to sit back and enjoy and upgrade.
Yeah.
I like
agree.
the progression right now of Town Hall 12. I will say I was very hesitant when they started discussing it at first, and I didn't think the leagues were ready for it, but I do like the timing that it came in on, probably because I focus mostly on CWL and it came at the tail end of MLCW, so the adjustment was a little easy for the clans. But I think it needed to happen, and I like the steps that Supercell has been taking to motivate people to progress. I don't think they've done anything to completely kill Town Hall 9. I still see a lot of diehard fanatics. I have to give a shout out to AO Clash, who's a up-and-coming streamer, and she loves her Town Hall 9. She's been doing tournaments with it. She's been doing some massive work to promote it. What I would like to see, and I'm going to keep saying this until maybe Supercell listens to me one of these days. But Echo, we had that one comment in one of your, I think it was in one of the What's Clashing episodes that we did, that mentioned being able to take your, you know, your max Town Hall, so your Town Hall 12 or 11 or 10, and be able to go down, like even if you spend gems on doing it, that you go down you can go down to whatever Town Hall level you want. Maybe cap it at 9, since you can do base building in 8 now, without the timer on it. But if you could take your Town Hall 11 and say, you know what, I want to run as a 9 today, and use that in a war, that would be awesome for league play. That would be awesome to keep people progressing. It would be probably the biggest motivator for those lifers to get them up and moving, because they would finally say, you know what, I will go up because I can always go back and play it how I want.
I think that's a great idea too. I don't know what it takes from a coding aspect to be able to allow people to do that, but that would be awesome. I mean, you know, I want to go to wars. I want to do like you could even do different event stuff like that. Like then you could have, you know, this week you could have like a completely fun league where this like parameters change every war. This week we're doing a Town Hall 8 war. Everyone has to war as a Town Hall 8, or, you know, just crazy fun stuff. That would really open up a lot, and that would be fun. That is probably the best comment we ever received on What's Clashing, and the best suggestion. Maybe even in like anything, not even only What's Clashing. It was a really great idea. Maybe we should make a video solely on that comment and then send it over to Darian. Yeah.
There's an MLCW question here, and I think he asked twice. This is Electric Elf. He asks, is there room for me in WCL, and are you willing to help me get better as an attacker? Now, there's another kind of part here which is about the same. He's been dying to get into competitive war. He's been building his base up more than practicing war. Would you accept someone like him and help him grow?
Well, of course we would help. We got in the server a place for players and clans. Like players can offer their account and themselves to play for the league in the clan and grow by there. And that's like all we can do. And of course you will be accepted. Only we got the rule like no rushed bases, 0.5 bases, or engineered bases. So when a clan accepts you, you can play WCL.
Gotcha. We have one coming from Clashing with Salik. Which is better, vegetarian food or non-vegetarian food?
Non-vegetarian.
Non-vegetarian food.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's such a guy answer.
Why limit yourself? Come on.
I'm not gonna say non-vegetarian food because I actually like my veggies, but I like meat too. So
Yeah.
it really depends on what it is.
See, now vegetarian food is strictly vegetable-based foods. Non-vegetarian food could be anything. Even
Yeah.
those vegetable-based foods. You can have everything. I mean, why hold back? Eat
Yeah,
everything.
exactly.
I still have like 6 pounds of brisket in my fridge. So
Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like an invite, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard for me to eat it all. I'm going to try my best. But
Good luck. Good luck.
You ever find yourself in Oregon? I got some brisket. Just saying.
I'll take some. That sounds great.
I'll fly over.
ClashCon David asks, now I don't know if this is specific for Echo. I think it's for everybody. What is the best thing you see in Indian Clashers?
Wow. Hard question.
It seems like the Indian community is out and supporting tonight, which is great.
Yeah, they've been showing a lot of love to the channel. I'll answer that quickly as far as Indian YouTubers specifically go, and it's their dedication. At least I know I probably have like 5 in my brain right now that I follow on YouTube, and then I see live streaming every day, putting out a video every day. When anything is leaked or anything is dropped, they have their content out. So my answer to that is the dedication to put out content from the small group or sample that I'm talking about of Indian YouTubers. And they're ones that are seeing some success right now, and it's probably because of that drive that they have. But that's what I have to say about that.
I can say exactly the same for the clans and the players, is their dedication. I think that's what's most prevalent. You know, in CWL, again, we've seen so many Indian clans coming in, and their drive to push harder, you know, to work harder, to make a name for themselves coming into a league that nobody knew who they were, is just incredible. You know, Hindustan, Bangladesh, there are several, you know, there's Indian, COC, there's a few different Tamil clans, just a great community of players coming in. And I was super impressed with what Hindustan did this season. Just constant, you know, pushing with their attacks, pushing the boundaries. Premier was just an exciting place to be. But they're there for the wars, they're there for the streams. It really is a lot of dedication all around within the game itself.
Yeah,
I
even
agree
facing
with
them in randoms, it's even hard. I mean, you come across some of them, it's like Lady B just said, you know, they really push the boundaries on some of their attacks, like some of the things that they're actually trying to do. Like, wow, I can't believe that worked. And now I'm 3-star. That's awesome. Thanks, guys.
Oh,
But, yeah.
Bringing some new stuff. I like that.
Yeah, I agree with you guys.
Fart Jetpack asks us, do we have any homemade gardens? That's a
Yes.
Tell us about your garden, man.
Only herbs, so they live.
So they live.
Nothing much. I don't even know what's in there. I got basilicum, mint, rosemary. Rest I don't know. My father works on it now and then.
I don't garden.
I wish I could have one. Best place I could have it would be like right outside where it's right on the road. Don't want to do that.
People steal your herbs, man.
Oh no, seriously. I did it when in the last house I lived at. Yeah, you come home, you know, you're like, oh, you know, you're looking at some of the produce that's growing, and you're like, all right, yes, let's get this, and that's gone. It's like, so that's why I was like, well, let's do it in the backyard when we get a new house, and then I get a new house, and then trees so darn big, just shade everywhere.
There's always a reason to not garden, right?
I guess I wanted to. I like being able to make my own salsa, so.
I don't have time for a garden.
No, I don't either.
I wish I did. I actually like gardening. I do terrible with plants inside the house, but when it comes to things outside, I actually do really well. And I just really don't have the time for it. Maybe one day.
Yeah, like retirement time. You have a garden. Make
Well, that's only a
stuff.
couple of years from now.
Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Wow.
Has anyone ever tried, this is from William Lewis, an Electro Dragon attack during war? I've messed around with it just for video purposes and not during war. So no, I haven't seen an Electro Dragon attack during war. No.
Me neither.
I've seen them. I've never done one.
You've seen it done during war?
Oh yeah. A couple times facing some of the clans. Oh crud! I want to know what clan it is. They did a 11v11 Electro Drag hit. Didn't work out though.
No.
The Electro Drags, I thought when they did the nerf on the wall wreckers, I thought they're going to actually buff up a little bit, at least on the Electro Drags. I mean, even having them in your war CC, you put a poison on it, that thing's just sitting there like, what do I do?
Yeah,
What do
it
I do?
can't move. It barely moves without it.
Oh yeah, and it doesn't do anything. So it's nice having a big group of them because of the way it skips and everything. But I don't know. I think that they still need to boost up maybe movement speed or attack speed. I don't think that it's a finished product yet.
Yeah, you're probably right. I agree. I'm sure. I mean, it's not being used. It's their new troop, and no one's using it. So they're gonna do something to make people use it. I mean, they didn't waste their time creating something brand new to have it sit.
I saw it today twice.
Did you?
At Town Hall 9
What?
in the CC.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was cool.
Interesting. Did it
So
succeed?
I was covering MLCW. It was One Hive Alpha. One of their guys in One Hive Alpha. I'm not going to remember the name correctly. I'm sorry. It's a really terrible shout out to him, but it was from One Hive Alpha. My brain turns into mush at a certain point at night. He used the Electro Dragon on the entry, so he did 2 different attacks. One of which was almost like a fire starter. He used the Electro Dragon in one corner to knock out the enemy queen to start a funnel, but then he started his troops on the opposite end, moved into the core, and then hogged it. And then on the second attack, he did it was kind of like a mini Zapquake Drag Lalo, where he used the Electro Drag for the funnel portion, then brought his heroes in to knock out 2 of the air, taking out some of the air defenses, creating the funnel. Wait, did he use Zapquake? Maybe not, but it was whatever. It was a Drag Lalo with the Electro Dragon to help with the funnel. It was so cool. I love those. It was really nice to see. 9.
Yeah, Town Hall 9, I've seen it, and in the CC, I thought it was like what they were asking was all Electro Drags, but yeah, I've seen it being the funnel for the Queen Walk. A couple of times that worked out pretty well, but I haven't actually seen it like incorporated into the actual attack outside of just kind of trying to funnel.
Gotcha.
At least on the lower Town Hall levels.
We're getting low. What's up?
I'm grabbing some more questions. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I mean, we've been rolling. We don't have to. I mean, we're at a good spot right now. What I'm gonna do is kind of run through some of these last questions that we have, and then take anything right away that comes in the chat. Unless if we get one that's a real good discussion point that we could stay on for a while.
Sure.
Hero predictions.
Yeah, let's do that one. Hero predictions. Do we have hero predictions?
No.
Like
What do you
new
mean?
hero predictions? Like a
I guess
possibility
so.
of new heroes?
I mean, that's going to be, if you look at, the implementation of heroes, we had the king, 2 town halls later, we had the queen, 2 town halls later, we had the grand warden. So if town hall 13 is ever a thing, I guess there'd be a new hero. It would probably be that, the unicorn hero they were talking about.
Oh my god, I want a
Oh my
unicorn hero so
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually my idea, so if it's implemented in the game, I'm going to be pretty proud of it. With help from Clash Bashing and his unicorn mask and my visions of unicorns in the woods, and I think it'll be a great hero in the game.
It would like emerge from those from the
So
trail.
hold on.
From the trail.
Instead of a new hero, what about a troop that actually heals air troops?
I
Like,
think that
have you ever-
would be-
In between-
Air is
well,
just so insanely powerful right now.
no, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But
You
I
mean-
mean, I remember back in the day when just using all loons was really OP, and then they brought out the hounds. Do you ever think that would be something that could be implemented, or maybe like have like your witches switch them up, and then they have air skellies, or I'm just curious because I've always thought about that, to be honest with you.
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
What I would like to see though is maybe like augmentations to heroes. Things that you can change to give them different powers so that you
Ooh.
can kind of switch it up. I think that would be cool. Like I had put out this thing about like they were incorporating Thanos into, I think it was Fortnite, and there was like a meme going around about Thanos versus the Barb King with the glove, and he had the augments on his on his glove, and I just think that would be a cool idea to do some sort of augmentation to your heroes to switch up what their abilities could be.
That brings up like what if they implemented a whole evolution part of the game where you can evolve your troops and your heroes to do different things, and you could like choose a path that your heroes and that your troops would go, and you can't go back without like a 10,000 gem reset. I mean that's a complete. I mean that
That's
would
a
be pretty cool.
moneymaker there.
That
I
would
was
be
just
cool.
about to say, that sounds like that's costing me too much money already.
Yeah.
No, that
I
would be
spent
pretty
too
cool.
much on this game as it is.
You upgrade your troops, but then you can evolve them in a direction to have abilities. So like a giant that would, not just pound on walls, but could have, I don't know.
A smart giant.
Yeah, a smart giant.
Like
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Like you could have all these abilities lined up, and you have to choose the path that it goes on to gain that ability that you want, or to have like higher levels of that ability. So like the giant is able to jump over one level of wall, or then the lot can jump over 2 levels of wall, and I don't know.
The
Who
smart
knows?
giant that doesn't beat on a wall and just hops over it because he's large enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like that. No, I think that's great.
I think it's a fantastic idea.
The idea is not bad now.
It's going to come out in Clash of Clans 2. Evolution. Clash of Clans Evolution.
Evolution.
Hey, you know what? That's actually a damn good idea, I have to say. I like it.
They better credit you on this.
I want a paycheck for that one.
If that's the case, man, you need to start putting out some more videos in, because I'm gonna have to be looking out what's gonna be the best setup. I always try to do stuff like that on games, like where I try and figure out what's gonna be the best, and then I realize it's not that good, so I just look it up online.
Yeah.
It's always easier. Guys, at Town Hall 10, multi-target Inferno or single target. Keep in mind, the multi-target now has that extra 1-tile range, bumping it up to 10, which has been messing up some of my attacks, especially some of those queen walks, those beams or whatever you call them, the Inferno Tower things, getting onto my healers. What do you think? I mean, for me, when I go into an attack, I want to see multi-target Infernos. I think they're easier to deal with. But what do you prefer? What do you have set up? What do you want to see when you go through?
I'm glad that they're trying to at least get some of the multi-inferno idea back into the base building.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, back before they nerfed the Inferno Towers. I mean, obviously that was it. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Multi-inferno.
Yeah. Forever, for a real long time.
Yeah.
What was if you saw a single target Inferno, like, that guy's an idiot. What does he have a single target Inferno
I am
up there
going
for?
right
That's
at
a
that
mistake.
thing right now.
Yeah. But now it's completely changed. I think that the buff by adding an extra tile space is a great buff. I think it was a great idea because they still want you to be able to heal through the multi-target, but adding that range can definitely screw things up in the attack. I thought it was a good way of handling it.
Well, and that's if you have a heal that you're going to be using. So, I mean,
right.
If somebody's thinking, all right, I'm going to air it, not necessarily you're always going to have a heal. So I think they're making good steps towards getting it. I still think that you could implement it, in my opinion, at least, just how you build your base, I guess.
Yeah. And what you're trying to prevent also.
Yeah, and if you have the nice funnel around it, so that doesn't actually, no troops try to go in. I like it, though. I like seeing the multi-inferno.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
I feel weird when I see the multi-inferno.
It hasn't even been that long either. And everybody's like, multi-inferno, what?
Yeah, I kind of panic. Like, I did an attack the other night and on my 10, and I was doing a falcon. They were like, yeah, do a falcon on this. This will be great because it's multi-inferno. So I was like, okay, cool. And I really wasn't confident because I haven't been hitting multi-bases, so I don't really know what happened. Like, I don't know how to gauge what's happened with the buff. So I go in and I'm doing like this queen walk into the Valk Bowler, and the beam of the multi lands on my queen, and I'm in like single target inferno mode, and I force my queen ability, and they're laughing at me. They're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh God, I thought it was a single." So like multis really just mess me up now. I don't like saying because I don't know what to do.
That's like old meta bases. They screw me up too. I don't know why. It's like, all right, man, I got a good idea for this. And then I see somebody else hit it for 3-star, and it's like they run like HGHB or something. Like, oh, what the hell?
Someone just asked about HGHB. What do we feel about that strategy now in the current meta?
It's great for 10. It works for Town Hall 10.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen many a triple with it.
Yeah.
And even 11.
Triple.
11. There's some HGHB triples, I think. I'm pretty sure I've seen one. Don't quote
I've
me.
actually done a 10v10 not that long, a couple months ago before the, when was it? It was a couple months ago I did an HHB 10v10. I like the attack. It's fun. I have a little mini Town Hall 9 with like 10 heroes. That's all I use on it. It's fun.
HGHB, James, it's Hog, Giants, Healers, and Boolers.
One thing I've actually been seeing a lot of lately, though, is the HGHP. You know, just throwing the P.E.K.K.A.s in there.
Aw. Sounds just like my son. Surak Patel, I actually have been talking to Summit, and we're trying to figure something out, but it's tough. It's tough to meet up with YouTubers from India because the time schedule is completely opposite. So when I'm awake and actually doing stuff, they're sleeping. It's literally completely opposite, so it's tough.
Like 12-hour difference.
Yeah, but I've tried.
I know the feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's what I have to deal with. That's why I always ask when they want me to do something. I'm like, yeah, just make sure you message me the night, your day, and not expect it for 24 hours because I'm going to get it 12 hours later and be like, oh, okay, that's what I need to do. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Any other questions? Who hates the Eagle Artillery?
It's not bad for defense, but attacking.
I feel like if you could funnel into it properly, it's not too bad.
No, okay.
As a Town Hall 10, I hate it.
Yeah.
Especially when I'm trying to like raid, like for loot. When I'm farming for loot, I don't like it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the one thing that messes that up. But
well, it's supposed to. That's 10v11.
Be there. It's like the next level up to defend.
Right. Yeah. I don't hate it. Lady B, any more questions?
Give me a second. I'm just checking back through. I think we got most of them. Somebody had asked about why I love hogs. What's the special thing that I see in hogs? And I don't know how you guys feel about hogs. So I think this is a good one. But we were talking a little bit about Town Hall 9. And I always used, not always, but for the most part, I've used hogs in Town Hall 9. And I've transferred them over into 10. But the reason I like them is because I find that they're easily predictable on their pathing, and which makes it easier for me to predict where I'm placing my heal spells. The biggest thing I struggle though is for the poison down for the skellies, but it's just like an easy combination that I find in attacking. I don't know how you guys feel about hogs. If you like them, if you don't.
I love hogs.
I love hogs too.
Does anybody else like it when they hit the spring trap and they just get the backflipping hoggies? I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate it when I hit them, but man, it's so funny to watch it.
Yeah, it is.
Gurdeep asks, is Builder Hall Clan War, is it coming or not?
No.
No, I think they've pulled back on their investment in Builders Hall. I think that they realize that it's, and this is just my thoughts, but
yeah,
I think they realize that it's not going to be what they initially thought. So, no.
Good question here from Tommy. Wall Wrecker, still too strong or just right? And this is coming right off a nerf on the siege machines.
It's fine. It's weaker than a level 1 was at the start, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A level 3 is weaker than the level 1 used to be.
They dropped it off pretty darn hard.
Yeah,
I
they sure
I
did.
would prefer to see them drop down just a little bit more.
Really?
Yes. I still find it too easy. Like, I think I'm more consistently able to get triples using it. Which I I don't know. I find a problem with that.
I didn't have an issue with the DPS that they did. It was more the health that they had. Like if they would have done more of a severe drop off on the health, even if you had a higher DPS, you're only going to get as far as the health can get you.
I don't know, with the right pathing and funneling, if you're using, if you're funneling properly, you can get that siege machine still to go way too far.
Yeah.
Somebody had mentioned a suggestion. I think it might have been on one of my streams recently where they said that this was from someone from CWL. So shout out to Keon, because I'm pretty sure it was him. And he's actually going to be leaving the game. He's just tired of it, and I think he's finding it way too easy now. But he's an amazing attacker, and this is where you
Rough
see
life.
like some players that are just beasts in this. The game is changing for them, and it's making it too easy. His suggestion with the siege machine was, as a way to nerf it slightly, either use the siege machine, you either use the wall wrecker, or you use the CC. You don't do both as a combination, because that siege machine does get you pretty far through. So allowing the use of a CC inside just gives that extra bonus, especially when we're using Valks and we're just crushing through bases. So it could be a way to kind of nerf it a little bit more. I don't know. Don't kill me for saying this, but I thought that was a reasonable idea, because it takes away wall breakers and you're getting a bonus of CC.
Well, you don't need the jump. You know.
It's saving you spell space. It's saving you troop space. It's going way far through.
What's a wall breaker anymore, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, but
Me when I can't get a siege machine.
yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, that's funny. Crusher just said the same thing as me. Look at that. Guy and I are on the same page. So I think we're kind of out of questions. Is there anything else that I missed, or are we good to go over there on questions? And if you guys have any more, you could spam in the chat right now. We'll kind of go, rifle through them really quickly before we start closing things off.
Somewhat Damage says, what do you think about the Bowitch being a 3-star technique when it's essentially a spam attack? I liked when high-level attacks required steps and it was hard to 3-star. I think that's a nice question to kind of wrap up with in the talk of things being a little bit easier right now.
I've noticed, at least on 10v10 on doing streams and stuff, that the Bowitch at 10v10 is coming back. And you just sprinkle down some giants and just grip and rip, and it just works now because you have that siege machine. You just don't have to worry about anything. All those spells. 5 spells.
Yeah.
Oh, siege machine with Bowitch though? I mean, you don't need those jumps sometimes, depending on how you get your funnel.
Yeah,
I know,
one
exactly.
attack. Yeah,
I've seen it without jumps completely.
Yeah, I saw one attack wreck right through it. It's crazy.
Extra heal spells, I think I've seen people bring. So they have those rages to push through the core, and then just complete heal, basically healing up the whole attack. Worked out good.
I had an attack on my base as 10v10. They just had enough tanking ability around the siege machine. It went from right around 12 o'clock, about 11 o'clock, all the way to 4 o'clock, right to my town hall, just because nothing was hitting it. Just perfect line, just straight through. I'm like, whoa. That's what happens when your town hall, or when the siege machine hits the town hall. That was the first time I saw it, so I didn't know they actually just broke down right when they get to it. Oh, that's what happens. All right, cool.
It's kind of neck and neck in clan wars with hogs and loons. Which do you think is better? Which do you use more? And that's from Z-Mac Williams.
Hogs are bigger now, I think.
Yeah.
I still think it's split. It's really clan dependent, or player dependent on that, because you have some players that are just strict air attackers that do amazing work with air, and then you have your hog attackers. From what I see, it's very split at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm working
Personally,
with
I
a
see
few
that
different
it's
clans.
easier for air attackers, and at least it seems that like it's more. It's a lot easier. Just because I do the ground, and sometimes it's real difficult, and then I see somebody just going air, and it's like they're just spamming a bunch of loons and stuff, and I don't know. I need to figure that stuff out.
I like the hogs. I find it easier to use, but I've seen so much success with air when you know how to use it right and you're good with spell placement.
Yeah, I agree. But I feel like air hasn't gotten a huge buff to it. You know, like ground attacks all got that wall wrecker, and that was a huge buff to any ground attack. Even some of the air attacks as well. You could still use the wall wrecker and get it in there and do some work with an air attack.
Yeah.
But
Sure.
I don't know.
Well, there's also less
strats.
traps for air, so
Good point.
less traps and less things that can actually hit it.
And then Gurdeep just asks, is the new troop coming in the future for Town Hall 12? Because Electro Dragon opened at 11.
Good question.
So I think he wants to know, yeah, if there's just a troop specific for Town Hall 12 to come up.
Not that I know of.
Yeah, same here. No
Yeah.
idea.
I guess they could. I mean, it's open. There was actually no new Town Hall 12 troop, unless if you consider the wall wrecker or something, because that's something that you could only cook.
That's the
as
only
a
thing you
Town
can
Hall
make
12.
there. Yeah.
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 I guess they could. I mean, I don't think they should ever be closed to bring new troops to the game at any Town Hall level. I think that's something that would be cool.
Yeah.
Do y'all miss the little blocks that they had that was like a question mark? So you didn't know what new troops are coming, but you knew that new troops are coming.
Oh, yeah. They
I
haven't
don't
done that,
remember
have
that.
they?
Yeah, it's a long time ago. They just had the little block there, like with a question mark or something like that, and you just kind of filled them in.
Atchison wants to know how to use the Lava Hound right. Use it to tank. I think
Yeah.
use it to tank for your loons or your dragons.
Lava Hound in front, balloons behind.
Although I did see one, somebody accidentally have a CC Lava Hound for a hog attack. And they didn't realize, they thought it was hogs in the CC. They dropped it at the tail end. But it happened to go straight into air defenses. And he got the benefit of the hound popping and using those pups for the cleanup, which helped the raid.
Wow.
Wow.
That was not planned, I assume.
Yeah, that was not planned.
But it looked cool.
Not
It
be that
looked
lucky.
cool.
It looked really awesome.
That is
I
cool.
absolutely love that attack.
That's funny.
I can imagine.
All right, what we're going to do now, I think, guys, because things seem to be closing up over here in the chat, I think we're going to just kind of close out ourselves. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pass it over to Addict, then Havok, then Lady B, then back to me. And when this stream ends, guys, I'm going to ask all of you to come with me and visit Spooby HD. He's one of the mods here. He's another fellow YouTuber, member of the Circle of Clans, AWL, just a good guy. I'm going to put his link in there right now, and actually I'm going to keep spamming it in there as we go on towards the end here. But, Attic, last words you want to say before we get out of here?
Well, it was amazing for being here, and really thanks to you guys and the people in chat for asking questions and talking about Clash of Clans, WCL, and yeah, that's all.
Cool. Well, we appreciate you coming down, man. Definitely, for sure. It's up to you, Havok.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks for having me on. Thanks for Attic for bringing me along. Just come check out WCL. It's about the best I can say.
And where do you stream, man? We were talking earlier about you being a streamer as well. Where do you do your streaming?
I stream on Twitch.
Where can they? How can they find you over there?
Twitch.tv/a clashing addict.
Clashing Addict. Okay, cool. If you want to put a link in the Discord, I'll put that into the description as well as the chat right now.
Yeah.
But thanks for coming and hanging out with us, man, for sure. And Lady B, it's on you. I know you're bad at final words.
I hate final words.
I know you do.
Well, thank you for asking me on again. I've missed our What's Clash, and we haven't been able to line it up again, but we'll get it soon.
We need to.
But good to be here. Love Spring Trap. Love watching you do these awesome shows. I think it's great for the community. So shout out to everybody who's come out for the questions, and looking forward to seeing what WCL has in store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too. And I'm just putting your link in the description now. That's why I'm sidetracked, because I can't do two things at once.
Thank you.
But not yours. Yours is already in there. I put Havok's in there. And where can people find you, Lady B?
Oh, you'll always find me on Twitch.
Always.
I'm trying to get back around to YouTube, I promise, but
It's fine.
time
You'll be on there
restrictions
with
aren't
me on my
allowed,
channel,
but-
right?
Yeah, I mean, I always have your channel, so that works out nicely.
You're welcome.
Saves me
anytime.
on extra work, but you'll find me on Twitch doing some streams. I'll be there tomorrow in the afternoon doing a little streaming for DLZ. Already did my Town Hall 9 attacks. And then, of course, playoffs we have coming up for 11 Original. Shout out to my 11 Original team. Yeah, okay. This is like the awkward ending moment. I don't know what else to say.
Good enough. Guys, thanks so much. Just so you know, Lady B and I are not married. We're also not dating. We're just friends. That was a question that came up, and now there's the answer.
I saw that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw it.
I figure I had to answer it at some point. But thank you guys so much for coming down to episode 28. WCL in the house. Thank you guys for coming down. I appreciate you guys spending some time with us here on the show, and everyone in the chat. The questions are what make the show, so thank you guys for bringing them each and every week. And next week, I don't know what the plan is yet, guys, but hopefully you will be here with me and whoever else is going to be here. Not sure if Goon will be or not. We'll figure it out. Guys, thanks so much. I'll see all you back here again tomorrow. Until then, be good. I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
Gotcha.